What's up YouTube, this is GalacticGod, and I've come over here to mkohl40's channel once again to bring you another one of our deck building challenges. This time out, we're taking a look at Gem Knights. Now this was a deck that I kind of struggled with for a while to kind of come up with a build that I really liked. I kind of wanted to go against the grain, not do something that was too familiar or already done to death. So I kind of tried to come up with my own thing and put my own little spin on the deck, and I hope you guys enjoy what I've come up with. And here is the deck profile. Alright, so over the last week and a half or so, I've been testing Gem Knights out quite a bit up on DevPro. I've actually been playing a lot of different iterations of it, trying all the different variants, and this is kind of the one that I decided to go with. Basically what I've come up with is kind of a rank 4 or level 8 kind of synchro toolbox. It also has a little bit of a Gemini engine in it with the sparks and whatnot. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and jump into things and get right to that profile. Alright, so for monsters, we are playing 3 of the Armadillo. And then we have 3 of our Gemini Gem Knight monster, if you will. I don't really see too many versions utilizing this card, and that might have been a little bit why I gravitated towards it. I mean, heroes aren't the only ones that can use Gemini Sparks, so I thought it might be kind of fun to test it out with these guys. From there, we also have 3 of the Garnet 1900 beater. The 0 defense is actually quite handy, as you'll see when we get to some of our other tech choice cards in here. From there, we have 3 of the Alexandrite. I think he works really good with Summoner Monk, and plus it helps thin the deck, adds fuel for our Gem Knight fusions and whatnot. From there, we're playing 2 copies of the Summoner Monk. Any deck that you could throw Summoner Monk into, I really enjoy quite a bit. As any of you guys are fans of my channel for a long time, you might recognize that Summoner Monk is a card that I've always had a great affinity for. And I think he just works super well in Gem Knights. Alright, so from there we're playing 2 Kage-Tokages and 2 of the Masked Chameleon. This guy is really dope because he goes awesomely well with your Gem Knight Garnet. He's going to give you quick, easy access to just about any level 8 synchro that you want, and being able to bust out with a Stardust Dragon or Stardust Spark Dragon or Crimson Blader or a Scrap Dragon or anything like that can be really handy in a duel. From there, we're playing 2 copies of the Card D, 2 copies of Max C, and then 1 copy of Gigantus to kind of round up the monsters. Alright, so for spells, we're playing 2 of the Gem Knight Fusion, although I have been thinking about maybe even cutting this down to just 1. Since this is not really a fusion-based version of the Gem Knights, I thought that, you don't really need 2. All you really need to do is get to 1. Ultimately, we are playing 2 just so we can kind of expedite the process and get to the Gem Knight Fusion faster. They really help out a lot with the Summoner Monks in this deck. Plus, if need be, we can go for some fusion summons. Alright, so from there, we're playing 3 copies of the Gemini Spark, 2 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon, 2 copies of Forbidden Lance, 1 copy of Dark Hole, and then 1 copy of Swing of Memory. This works kind of pretty good because you can not only reborn your Garnets, but you can also bring back your Gemini monsters since they're counted as normal monsters in the graveyard, thus making your Sparks live once again. Just another quick way to get them out. Plus it helps with, the fast exceed summons and whatnot. Alright, that rounds up the spells. So for traps, pretty basic stuff. I have Torrential, Solemn Warning, Compulse, Bottomless, Deprison, and Mirror Force, just to kind of round it out. So for the extra deck, we have Emerald, Maestroke, Dire Wolf, number 50 Black Ship of Corn, Gaga Cowboy, Photon Popple Operative, Utopia, everybody's favorite rank 4, and we have King of the Feral Lamps. This guy is really important to our deck. Usually he's the first one that I like to go into, just to kind of either get my Kage-Tokage engine going or my Masked Chameleon, depending on what I had to use to actually make him. And that rounds up the Exceed portion of the extra deck. For synchros, we have Stardust Dragon, Stardust Spark Dragon, Thought Ruler Archfiend, Scrap Dragon, and of course Crimson Blader. Alright, that rounds up the synchros. So for fusions, we're just playing 2 of them. I really like Ruby because he's got a pretty awesome effect. He can boost his attack up pretty well and can get over just about any kind of obstacle at that point. Plus he's got a nice little piercing damage. This guy's just really big. Plus a lot of our monsters are rock, so Gem Knight plus a rock monster is pretty easy to make in this one. Those are the only 2 I'm using. They're just little tech choices. We're not really basing this version of the Gem Knight deck around getting out a bunch of the Gem Knight fusions, so these are the ones I ultimately decided to use. Alright YouTube, and there you have it. That was my version of the Gem Knight deck. Remember to go ahead and go on over to my channel so you can see robbie-kohl's version of the deck, and then let us know who you think came up with the better build down in the comment section of either video. So finally, I just want to say thank you once again to robbie-kohl for allowing me to come onto his channel and present this video to you guys. And I guess that's going to do it for now. This is GalacticGod, out.